Shubhodayam. Welcome to the session of Sanatana Dharma, certificate course on Sanatana Dharma, the 7th batch. Today we'll be having the last class on Bhagawadgita by Dr. CSR Prabhu garu. We'll start the day with Vande Mataram by Venkatnarayan garu. Please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sujalam, Malayaj Sitalam, Sasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनीं फुल्लकुसुमितद्रुमदलशोभिनीं सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्.
ధన్యవాదాలు వెంకటనారాయణ గారు. Thank you very much. Now I request Ram Sharma garu to do the pradhana, please.
1 minute meditation and 3 times Omkaram. Om. 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 Om Gananantva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavina Mupamasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anasrunvan Notibhisi Sadanam. Om Sri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinamavitriyavatu. Om Sri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Gurureva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Guruneva Sahasmi Namo Gurave. न गुरो परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो. ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे. स्मृतिश्रुतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथि देवो भव. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
ధన్యవాదాలు రామ్ శర్మ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. Now I request Prabhu garu to continue the class, please.
Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. We have finished the Bhagavad-gita chapters 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the instruction to Arjuna about fighting the war was successful, and he agreed to fight the war, and his hangover or depression was overcome by the instruction given by Lord Krishna. So in that pretext or context, the entire wisdom of the Upanishads and the Vedas has been encapsulated into the Bhagavad Gita in various chapters. So today we will try to cover chapter 13 and 14, so that we will say that we finish the last part, 12 to 18. Om Srimad Bhagavad Gita Kshetra Kshetrajya Vibhaga Yogaha Arjuna Vacha Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Kshetram Kshetrajnameva Cha Etad Veditumicchami Jnanam Jneyam Cha Keshava. After finishing the 12th chapter, Arjuna got a doubt and I'm trying to say that I want to understand what is Prakriti, what is Purusha, what is Kshetra and what is Kshetrajna, and what is Jnana and what is Jnaya. Jnaya means that which is the object of Jnana. Jnana is knowledge, supreme knowledge. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Idam Shariram Kaunteya Kshetramityabhidhiyate. This body is Kshetra, field. Etadyo vetti tam prahu kshetrajna iti tadvidaha. So he who is knowing this body is the knower. This kshetrajna. Jna means knowing. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Realize that I am the Kshetrajna, that is the self, knower, feeler, thinker, enjoyer, Purusha, element. Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata. Kshetra Kshetrajna Yorjnanam Yatajnanam. Matam Mama. So, what is Jnana? Knowledge is that which is giving full understanding of what is Kshetra and what is Kshetrajna. Tat kshetram yaccha yadrikcha yadvikari yatascha yat sacha yo yat prabhavascha tat samasena me srunu. Now I'll explain each term. Rishibhir bahudha gitam chandobhir vividhai prathak Brahma Sutra Padaishchaiva Hetu Madhir Vinischitai. Mahabhut, that jnana of all these terms, as explained by various rishis in the Veda mantras. Rishibhir Bahudha Gitam, it has been sung in Chandobhi in the Veda mantras. Vividhai Prathak, separately in different ways. And also explained in the Brahma Sutra Padais Chaiva. So this reference in the Bhagavad Gita to Brahma Sutra shows the Brahma Sutras were before Bhagavad Gita. Hetumadbhihi, logicians. So in our Hinduism, all our philosophy is based on logical proof. Vinishchitaihi, those who have drawn conclusions based upon logical analysis. Maha, what is that knowledge? That is a summary of the entire knowledge of the entire Vedas. Mahabhutanyahankaro buddhiravyaktameva cha indriyani dasaikam cha panchachendriya gocharaha ichha dvesha sukham dukkham sanghataschetana etat kshetram samasena savikaramudahrtam. So the kshetram is not the body alone. Body means it has many components, parts, and extensions. Indriyani, Mahabhutani, Ahankaraha, the five elements, Mahabhutani, Pancha Mahabhutas, and then Ahankara, which is ego, Buddhi, Avyakta, and then 10 Indriyas, 10 senses, 5 Jnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas. Pancha cha Indriya Gocharaha, what are appearing as objects of senses, 5. All this counts. Then in addition, we have the feelings of like and dislike, pleasure and pain, and Chetana, the consciousness, Sanghata, the collision or conjunction of things, Dhrutihi, determination. All this is called Kshetra. Etat Kshetramiti Prahuhu Savikaramudahutam. It has been explained with all its internal transformations, changes. Then amanitvam adambhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham stairyam atma vinigraha. What are the qualities which are prescribed or which are jnana? What does jnana comprise of? So he has explained kshetra till now. So kshetrajna is a entity who has the knowledge of kshetra. Amanitvam, the characteristics of jnana, a jnani's characteristics. Amanitvam will not praise himself. Adambhitvam will not boast himself. Ahimsa, non-violence. Kshanti, forbearance. Arjavam, honesty, it will be honest and transparent. Acharyopasanam, he will be worshipping the gurus. Shaucham, purity, both physical, mental, internal, and external. Dhairyam, stairyam, stability. Atma vinigraha, self-control. Indriyartheshu vairagyam, he will not be interested in the objects of the senses, like ice cream and for tongue and something else for the eyes, something else for ears. He will not be interested in pursuing the objects of senses. Anahankara evacha, he will not be egoistic. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudarshanam. He will be enlightened and knowledgeable about the miseries involved in Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Dukkha. We know very well how miserable it is. Asaktirana Vishwangaha Putradara Gruhadishu Satyam cha sama Nityam cha samachittatvam Ishtanishto Pavattishu, not getting carried away with property, children, and so on, and also not getting carried away with Ishta and Anishta. What is pleasant and what is unpleasant will not be affected much. Then what will he do? Mayicha ananya yogena, without a distraction, with a yoga of total dedication or absorption into me. Bhakti ravyabhicharini, with a bhakti which is uncontaminated, unadulterated, undistracted. Vivikta desha sevitvam aratirjana samsadi. He will be interested in being in a isolated place, not in crowds. Adhyatmajnana nityatvam tattvajnanardha darshanam. So he will be committed to realizing the Adhyatma Dhyana Nityatvam, the permanency of the spiritual knowledge, and Tattvajnana Darshanam, to be able to understand the Tattvajnana, the philosophical import of Vedanta Jnana. This is called Jnana. All this which have been explained now, beyond the Kshetra, they are called Jnana. Ajnanam yadato anyadha, other than these qualities, everything else is Ajnana. That means political knowledge, playing politics, or earning money more and more. This kind of activities which we are always indulging is coming under the category of ajnana, not jnana. So what is under jnana category has been listed. Jneyam yat tat pravakshyami. Now jneyam, what is the object of knowledge I am going to tell? Yajnatva amrutam asnute, knowing which you will become immortalized. Anadimat param brahma na sattanna saduchyate. You will be reaching the absolute Brahman level. So what is that which is being known through this spiritual knowledge? And what is that object? That is Brahma, Param Brahma, Anadimat Param Brahma is being known. Na sat, na asat. It is neither existence nor non-existence. It can be both and beyond. What is its nature? Nature of God. How is God? Sarvata panipadam tat sarvatokshi shiromukham sarvata sruti malloke sarvamavrutya tishtati. It is there everywhere. It has hands and legs and eyes and ears everywhere. Ishavasyamidam sarvam yatkinchit jagatyam jagat. So, yachkinchit jagat sarvam drishyate sruyate piva antarbahishcha tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. So, sarvatah panipadam tat sarvatokshi shiromukham sarvatah sruti malloke sarvamavrutya tishtati. It is established, spread everywhere. Omnipresent. Sarvendriya gunabhasam, sarvendriya vivarjitam. It cannot be known through the sensory perceptions. At the same time, it is the only reality which appears through all senses. Asaktam, it's not involved in anything. Sarvabhrutchaiva, it is the cause behind everything. See, apparently two opposite qualities are being described, but there is a consistency in the meaning. Nirgunam gunabhoktrucha, it is actually nirguna, but appears to be also the ultimate enjoyer of all the gunas. Bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha bhutabhartrucha tajneyam krasishnu sukshmatvat tadavidnyeyam durastham shantige tat bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha. In all the objects of the universe, movable, immovable, inside and outside, it is spread and present, but it is not being known because of what? Sukshmatva tad avidnyeyam, cannot be known due to its subtlety. Like Akasha, space is there everywhere. Air is also there everywhere, but you cannot see it, you cannot know it because it is so subtle. Durastham chantike chatat. It is very far, at the same time it is very near. Tadyejati tannayejati taddure tadvantike tadantarascha bahischa tadupasyasya sarvasaha bahyata. That is what the Ishavasya Upanishad also says. It is like a quantum field which is there everywhere, which is in here, there, and everywhere. avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktamiva cha sthitam. Though it is indivisible, it appears to have been divided into various parts and forms and shapes. Bhuta bhartru cha tajneyam. Realize that to be the Lord of all objects, bhutas. That is called Jneyam. Grasishnu Prabhavishnu cha Jyotishamapi tajyotistamasa paramuchyate. That is a light beyond all lights, beyond all darkness. Jnanam Jneyam Jnanagamyam Hrudi Sarvasya Vishtitam Adhishtitam. It is also Jnana and Jneya, and it is there in all the hearts of all beings. Iti kshetram tadha jnanam jneyam choktam samasataha. So this is what I have explained. What is kshetra, what is jnana, what is jneya, completely. Madbhakta etar vijnaya madbhavayopapadjate. My devotee, having understood this, he will reach me. Prakritim purusham chaiva Vidhyanaadi ubhavapi vikaranscha gunanschaiva vidhi prakriti sambhavan. So Prakriti and Purusha both are beginningless and endless. All the transformations are due to Prakriti. Vikaras, 6 transformations are there. Birth to death, in between, totally 6. And the gunas, 3 gunas. Vikaranscha gunanschaiva vidhi prakriti sambhavan karyakarana kartrutve hetu prakritiruchyate. So Prakriti is the cause behind all actions, all causes, and the ownership of all actions. Then what does Purusha do? Purusha sukha dukkhanam bhoktritve hetu ruchyate. Purusha is only a feeler, thinker, enjoyer of everything. He is not the cause or effect or changes in nature. So the feeler, thinker, enjoyer is called Purusha or Atma, and the Prakriti is nature. Purusha Prakristho he, even though Purusha is inside Prakriti, with Prakriti, inside Prakriti, Bhunkte Prakriti Jan Gunan, and he will be enjoying the 3 gunas and their effects. Karanam guna sangosya sadasadyoni janmasu. Because of this sangha, the attachment with Prakriti, there is birth and death, many births. Upadrashta anumantacha, nature of the Purusha, is observer, feeler, thinker, bharta, bhokta, maheshwara. So Purusha is now being equated with Ishvara here. Same thing has happened in the Sankhya and Yoga. Purusha of Sankhya later is extended as Ishvara in Yoga. Upadrashta, Anumantacha, observer, feeler, thinker, order, controller, Bharta, the owner, enjoyer, feeler, thinker, Bhokta, Maheshwaraha, Paramatma, ite is Paramatma, Chapi Yukto, Dehasmin Purusha Paraha. In this body, the Purusha, the transcendental. Evam vetti Purusham Prakritim cha gunais saha. So, he who understands, knows this Purusha along with Prakriti and Gunas, Sarvadha Vartamanopi Nasa Bhuyo Bhijayate. He who understands this knowledge will not be born again. Jnanad Mukti. Now, Dhyanenatmani Pasyanti. Some people see this self through meditation. Dhyanena Atmani Pasyanti Kechiratmanam Atmana Anye Sankhyena Yogena. Some others see through yoga. Karma yogena cha pare anye tveva majanantah. Others who don't know but listen from some others who know. Srutvanyebhya upasate tepi chati tarantyeva mrutyum sruti parayana. Even they will cross the death. Yavat sanjayate kinchit sattvam sthavaраjangamam kshetra kshetrajna samyoga tadvidhi bharatarshava. Whatever is born in the moving and immovable and immovable objects of this universe, it is due to the samyoga, the conjunction of kshetra and kshetrajna. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu samtishtantam parameshwaram vinasyatsya vinasyantam yah pashyati sa pashyati. That indestructible one reality which is spread in all the destructible entities, equanimously equilibrium, that Supreme Being Parameshwaram, he who sees that Parameshwara, he is actually able to see. Others are blind. Samam pashyan hi sarvatra, equanimous equilibrium existence everywhere. Samavasthitam Ishwaram, he who sees, those who see that Ishvara, na hinastyatmanatmanam, he will not fall down into lower levels. Tato yati param gatim, he will go to higher transcendental levels. Ritambhra tatra prajna, and also parame vyoman. So that knowledge or realization of God, Ishvara, will lead to moksha, liberation. Prakrityaiva cha karmani kriyamānāni sarvashah yah pashyati tadātmānam akartāram sa pashyate. He who realizes that all actions are taking place due to Prakriti, and there ye Prakriti hai, this I am not that, it's only Prakriti. I am independent, I am Purusha. He who realizes this, akartaram sapashyati tadha atmanam, therefore he realizes he is not doing anything. Whatever happens is happening due to Prakriti and not by me. Once he realizes this, yada bhuta pradhak bhavam ekatvam anupashyati ekastham anupashyati. So in this multiple object universe, as and when you can see that one reality, God, tata eva cha vistaram brahma sampadyate tada, then you will see Brahman, God, Ishvara, Bhagavan, that is Brahma Jnana, Anaditvat Nirgunatvat Paramatmayam Avyayaha. So this Paramatma is Avyayaha, is indestructible due to being beginningless, endless, and qualityless. Sharirasthopi Kaunteya, even though he is there in this body, in the form of Kshetrajna, the self, na karoti na lipyate, he is not doing anything, he is not getting affected with anything, because all that is happening is due to Prakriti. Yadha sarvagatam saukshmyat akasham no palipyate sarvatra vasthito dehe tadhatmano palipyate. How is it possible? Just like Akasha, which is there in everything, everywhere, everything is in Akasha, but Akasha doesn't get affected by the objects, by good or bad or pure or impure objects. Similarly, the Atman is not affected. Yadha prakashayatyekah kritsnam lokamimam ravihi kshetram kshetri tadha kritsnam prakashayati bharata. Just like the sun is not affected with all the objects on which the sunlight falls, so also the self is not affected. The Atman, Paramatma is. This is the complete supreme knowledge. Kshetra kshetrajnayo jnanam antaram jnana chakshusha bhuta. By knowing this through the new eye of jnana chakshu, bhuta prakriti mokshancha ye viduryanti te param. Those who know this, they will achieve the supreme level. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Kshetra Kshetra Jnanamaya Yogo Trayodashodhyayah. Now I'll go to the 14th. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः गुणत्रय विभाग योगः। श्री भगवान उवाच परं भूयः प्रवक्ष्यामि ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम् यज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे परां सिद्धिमतो गताः। Now I am going to tell you, Arjuna, the supreme jnana, having acquired which all the munis and rishis have reached the highest level of siddhi, param siddhi, transcendental siddhi. Idam jnanam upasritya, having known this knowledge, man mama sadharmyamagata, they have reached my level. Sargena nopajayante, if they reached my level, then they will not be born again during creation process. Pralayena vyadhanti cha, and they will not be affected due to dissolution. Pralaya. What is that knowledge? Mamayonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham sambhavas sarva bhutani tato bhavati bharata. We all know Brahma created all the beings in this universe, and Brahma himself means is not a human being, it's the power. He is born out of the yoni, the source of birth from the Lord Narayana, who is again not a human. Though we'll draw some pictures, all those pictures are not to be trusted. They are not human beings. They are powers, extraordinary, supreme powers. Mama yonihi mahat brahma. Mahat is known as Brahma. Tasmin garbham dadhamyaham, born out of me from the pure consciousness. That me means pure consciousness. Sambhava sarva bhutanam tato bhavati bharata. From Mahat of Sankhya, which is Brahman. Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma. You have to know the difference between Brahman and Brahma. Chaturmukha Brahma is the creator. Brahman is absolute reality, which is the supreme being, that is Parabrahma, Omkar, which is Narayana himself. Sarva yonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavanti ya tasam brahma mahadyonihi aham bija pradapita. All the objects, O Kaunteya, are born out of the Mahat or Brahman, and I am only the Bija Pradapita. I am the giver of the Bija, seed. Sattvam rajastama iti guna prakriti sambhava nibaddhanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. So this sattva, rajas and tamas are the three gunas born out of prakriti, which are binding this self inside this body. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakashagamanayam sukha sangena badhnati jnana sangena chanagha. So there the sattva binds you up with pleasure, sukha, and knowledge, jnana. Rajo ragatmagam vidhi trishna sanga samudbhavam Tannibadhnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. So Rajoguna binds you up due to attachment with attachment and also due to action, karma sanga. Tamastvajnanajam vidhi, and finally Tamoguna, realize it to be born out of darkness, ignorance. Mohanam sarva dehinam, it will delude, hypnotize all beings. With what? Pramada, accident, alasya, laziness, nidra, sleep. Tannibadhnati bharata, sattvam sukhe sanjayati. Sattva results in sukha. Rajah karmani bharata, rajas results in action. Jnanamavritya tu tamah pramade sanjayachyata. And tamas is covering up jnana and results in accidents. Pramade sanjayachyata. Rajastamascha sattvam bhavati bharata. Rajasattvam tamaschaiva tamasattvam rajastadha. So the combinations, sattva rajas tamas sattva tamas sattva rajas tamas rajas sattva, like this, various combinations. The entire universe is made up of the combinations of these three, and the universe is an equilibrium of these three opposite qualities. All they exist in every object, in everything. And the equilibrium keeps the universe going on. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate jnanam yada tada vidyad vivruddham sattvamitchuta. So the light, prakasha, which is coming out of the various parts of the body, is due to sattva. Lobha pravrittirarambha karmanam ashamaspruha. What is the rajasic qualities? Greed and continuous action, work without break. What are the qualities of tamas? Aprakasho, apravrittischa, no light, no action. Only accident, pramado, moha eva cha, delusion. Tamasyetani jayante, mistakes, errors, laziness and sleep. Due to tamas, darkness. Vivruddhe kuru nandana, yada sattve pravruddhe tu pralayam yati deha bhrat. A person who has a body, when he dies in intense level of sattva, high level of sattva, tadottama vidam loka, he will go to higher lokas. Like right now we are talking of higher level of awareness. In this condition, if somebody dies, he will go to higher levels, higher lokas. Amaran pratipadya, pure higher lokas. Sadgati. Rajasi pralayangatva, if he dies in Rajoguna, karma sangishu jayate, he will be born among karma sangis, Rajoguna family. Tadha pralinastamasi, if he dies in Tamoguna, mudhayonishu jayate, he will be born in lower beings, less foolish humans or less than humans. Karmana sukrutasyahu satvikam nirmalam phalam. So the sukruta karma, good punya karma, will result in sattvika guna as the result. Rajasastu phalam dukkham. So rajoguna result is dukkha, misery. Ajnanam tamasa phalam. What is the phala of tamasic state? Is ajnana. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lobha evacha. So due to sattva, you will acquire jnana. Due to rajas, you will get only greed, lobha. Pramada moho tapaso bhavato ajnanamevacha. Tamasa, that is due to tamoguna, you will get only pramada, accident, moha, delusion, ajnana, ignorance. Urdhvam gachanti sattvasthaha. Those who are established in sattva guna, like what we are doing right now is sattva guna stage of consciousness, awareness. If somebody dies in this level, he will go higher. Madhye tishtanti rajasa. Even when he is alive, those who are in sattva are in higher level, those who are in rajas are in middle level. Jaghanya guna vrittistha gachanti tamasa. If you are in tamasic state, drinking alcohol and sleeping and that kind of thing, if you are there always, then you are in the lowest level. Nanyam gunebhya kartaram yada drashtanupashyati gunebhyascha param vetti madbhavam sodhigacchati. The supreme transcendental being is beyond the three gunas. Suddha sattva. You can reach through sattva. You cannot reach through rajas and tamas. Gunanetanatityattrin dehi deha samudbhavan. The self dehi, the owner of deha, if he transcends these three gunas, then janma mrityu jara dukkhair vimukto. He will be liberated, freed from the bonding of birth, death, and old age. So, why we are studying all this? If you understand, if you maintain your level of existence, your consciousness, awareness at this level, you will be not affected by birth, death, and old age. What does it mean? It means you will not feel the pinch of it. You will not feel the misery of it. It will come and go. It will not affect. All the three: birth, death, and old age. Arjuna Vacha, how can such a person may exist? Kailingais strin gunanetan atito bhavati prabho. Oh Prabhu, tell me how he can transcend the three gunas. Kailingai strin gunanetan atito bhavati prabho. Kimacharam kadham chaitam trin gunanati vartate. How does such a person behave if he has transcended all the three gunas? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Gunatita Sthiti. That is equivalent to Sthita Prajna Sthiti explained in 2nd chapter. Yogi Sthiti explained in 6th chapter. Prakashancha Pravrittincha Namevacha Pandava Nadveshthi Sampravrittani Na Nivrittani Kankshati. He will be immune to desires. He will not want anything, he will not reject anything. Udasina vadasino gunairyo na vichalyate. He will remain unaffected with the gunas. Guna guneshu vartanta iti matva na sajjate. He will not be disturbed or perturbed with any happenings of the world by realizing that the gunas are acting in gunas. I am not bothered. I am Purusha. I am not Prakriti. Therefore, he will be equanimous. Samadukha sukha swastha. Swastha. He is established in himself. It is also known as health condition. Swasthya. Samadukha sukha. Equanimous to sukha and dukha. Samaloshthashmakanchana equal to mud and gold. Tulya priya priyo equanimous to praise or pleasant and unpleasant. Tulya nindatma samstutihi condemnation praise. Manava manayostulyaha. He'll be free from mana and avamana. Tulyo mitrari pakshayo equal to friends and enemies. Sarvarambha parityagi has abandoned all desires, all proposals of achieving so many things. Such a person is known as Gunatitasya uchyate mam chayo vyabhicharena. And whosoever he bhakti yogena sevate worships and serves me with unadulterated bhakti yoga. Sagunan samatityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. He will transcend the gunas and he will be fit for absorption into Brahman, the Parabrahman Onkar. Brahmano hi pratishtham amrutasya vyayasya cha. He who is established in the Brahman, which is infinite, eternal, and permanent. Dharmasya shashvatasya cha. He is established in the permanent dharma. Sukhasya, permanent sukha. Ekantikasya cha, the only one, without a second. Iti Srimad Bhagawadgita su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Chaturdashodhyaya. Yeah, any questions or interaction, feel free. This is the last opportunity in the formal sessions.
క్వశ్చన్స్ అడగచ్చండి.
అడగచ్చు.
Please raise your hand and ask please questions.
నిన్నటి కూడా ఇవాళ అడగచ్చు, మొన్నటి కానీ ఎప్పటివైనా సరే.
రాజ్ కడియన్ గారు, మిస్టర్ రాజ్ కడియన్, you can ask your question.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
I have a very basic question, sir, about this Sattvic, Rajasic, and this eating habits. In this Tamasic, if somebody goes to Sattvic type of food, has he got to do away with onion, garlic, and things like that? Is it mandatory, or because they have got some medicinal values? A very small basic question, sir.
No, the pure Sattvic diet definitely is not comprising onions and garlic and also chilies and also so many other things. Okay. So normally people cannot reach that stage. Like, what you get as prasad in temple. that is Sattvic. Okay.
Sir.
So can you survive with that kind of food? May not. So it is a question of adjusting, gradually improving. Medical angle is different. Garlic will cut the cholesterol and all, but most people don't have cholesterol, but only some people have. Similarly, there is a negative connotation also. Onion and garlic will increase the sexual drive. So Rajasic quality will be there, not Tamasic. It is Rajasic. Tamasic means alcohol, stale food, and so on. So these are spicy foods or Rajasic. They'll make you more intense, emotional, sexual, and action. Whereas it depends on what you want to achieve. Like, you know very well some old people or those who are sadhu, sannyasi, brahmachari, they will not eat onion and I also don't eat onion garlic. I never eaten. So it depends on the person. Okay, it's not uniform rule for everyone. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
We
next.
have discussed very profound topics yesterday and today, and in the entire Bhagawadgita, the entire knowledge of all Vedas, Shastras, Upanishads has been encapsulated and delivered. It is so profound that you should be able to understand at least some part of it and imbibe into yourself and live in that kind of level. If you can do that, that will be great. So you can ask me any questions because this is the last opportunity now in this course.
Radha Kumar garu. Radha Kumar garu. Please Unmute and please ask him. Radha Kumari garu, please unmute and ask him. Okay, Shankari garu. Mrs. Shankari, please.
Namaste, sir.
Hmm.
My question is from the 13th chapter. You said there are
Hmm.
6 transformations between birth and death. What
Yeah.
is that? And in the 14th chapter, what is the meaning of yoni?
Yeah. Okay. I'll answer the
These two
second
things.
question first. So yoni means birthplace. So mahad yoni, mahat, mama yonir mahat brahma. We all see that picture, no? Brahma is born out of the lotus coming out of the navel of Narayana. We have seen that painting, right? We have seen it. That's why he is known as Damodara, Padmanabha. Okay? You know, you saw that, right? Did you see or not? Hello?
Mr. Shankari, please respond.
My connection got cut. Connection got cut. She is not able to listen.
I think
Oh,
And
there is a
Now,
problem.
can hear.
Right.
yeah.
And
You might have seen that picture. Like if you go to Thiruvananthapuram,
Padmanabha.
Ananta Padmanabha. Padmanabha means what?
Yes.
That Padma is born out of his Nabhi, and in that Padma is Brahma.
Yes.
Padmasana. So what does this mean? This is
Yes.
not physical. It is not physical. There is no such Padma and there is no such man. There is no such snake. These are all symbolic.
Yes.
You understand? So there is no such man with 4 heads. It is just drawn like that for our symbolic representation, for conveying that message. So Brahma
Yes.
is the creator, creating principle. That's why he said the word Mahat. So in Sankhya philosophy, Mahat is the highest in which all the rest are coming out. The Pancha Tanmatras, that you know, the Ahankara, Buddhi, Chitta, the Antakarana, then the Pancha Tanmatras, the Panchendriyas, the Panchabhutas. So 5, 5, 5, 5, total 15. And then 4 Antakarana, 19. And then another 5. So totally 24. The 24th is Narayana or Atman or Purusha. So from Narayana or Purusha or God comes out Mahat, which is the creating principle, which is known as Brahma in the Puranic parlance. So from that creation principle is born all beings are being created. 84 lakh type of living beings are created at the time of beginning of creation, which is about 18 lakh years ago, about 2 billion years ago. So that is being indicated. Mama yonir mahat brahma tasmin garbham dadamya sambhava sarva bhutarshu. So that is about the second. First question is birth and death are the 2 stages. So in between the 2, there are 4 more. Growth, maturity, and stability, decay, and death. Okay? Like our life, you take
Yes.
human life,
Yes.
we have 6 phases. Every object in this world has these 6 phases. They are called vikaras, 6 phases of birth, growth, and death. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Okay, Radhakumari garu, are you able to unmute and ask? What's your problem? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, my question is related to the first question asked here only. And I always wonder why there is so much difference of opinion among different schools of India only regarding what to eat, what not to eat. Like in northeast particularly, there are temples where this animal sacrifices is seen very sacred thing, and there is so much sanctity is associated with this thing that nowadays people claim that if they stop this animal sacrifice, then that whole Kamakhya temple would, that whole dham would demolish. It would get demolished one day. So, and on the other hand, here in Vaishnav tradition, we don't recommend even having onion and garlic. I am myself a vegetarian, pure vegetarian, though I have onion and garlic. But I still, and we see that people from different schools of Hinduism only, they have so contrasting opinions and they are Siddh people. They are not just laymen like me, and
No, you
they have
belong to Assam.
attained.
You belong to Assam or what?
I belong to Rajasthan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I always wonder about what is the ultimate uh, truth, and if there is one truth, then why there is no
No.
consensus on this?
One truth is at the top level. That is Parabrahma, Omkaram, Om. That is the one truth, not
Yeah.
all others. All others are not one truth. So
Yeah.
now what has happened is that Adi Shankaracharya also, before Adi Shankaracharya, there were 72 religions in this country. They were all in contradiction to each other, and some of them were violent. Some of them believed in human sacrifice also, not only animal sacrifice. Kapalikas were sacrificing humans. In fact, they wanted to sacrifice Shankaracharya himself. So extreme variations were there. So what Shankaracharya did was to reform the entire thing. Of course, they were Buddhists in domination. There were Jains and Lokayatas, and extreme variations were there. And so he showed the real truth, which is there in the scriptures, in the Bhagawadgita, in the Upanishads, in Brahma Sutras, the one Parabrahman Om as one single entity. Advaita, non-dual. There is no second. There is only one. Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma. One without a second. Okay, you understand? So that is where the unity comes. He brought in that realization of Advaita Siddhanta, Om, which is Parabrahman, as the only one. To summarize, Om is the one, like, my granddaughter who is 2 years old. She doesn't understand any slokas, any pujas, anything. But whenever she comes into the puja room, she will simply say Om. On her own, she learned this. We didn't teach her. So that means that Om is the summary of everything. It has got the three gunas in it. It has got the three avasthas in it. It has got the Brahma, Om Ityeka Aksharam Brahma, one letter which is Brahman. The Mandukya Upanishad we have covered. We have done meditation also. You forgot. So that is where the unity comes in, the top layer, the top point of the pyramid. So as it comes down, there is diversity. So what Shankaracharya has done, instead of 72, he reduced to one. Though one, he knows that there are different variations in different regions, and therefore he brought down to 6 instead of 72. So 6 Shanmatas he has established. That's why he is known as Shanmata Sthapanacharya. That is a title given to him. At Kanchi he did this after establishing all the 4 Shankar Mats in 4 directions with the Advaita Siddhanta, oneness as the ultimate truth. But that one can be reached through 6 windows. All are equally correct. The Shaiva, Vaishnava, Shakteya, Ganapatya, Kartikeya, and Saura. Saura is Surya and Navagrahas. So through this, when you say Shaiva, that means Shiva in his various manifestations, Virabhadra, and so many other sub variations are there. Like when you go to Kasi, you have to start your temple darshan with Kalabhairava. So all these are Shaiva manifestations. One Shaiva, one total, one Matam. You have the Veera Shaivas, and we have Okkaligas, and we have Lingayats in Karnataka, and we have the Basaveshwaras. So many variations exist, but all finally will say Shiva. So Shaiva is one Mata. Second is Vaishnava. That is Vishnu and his avatars. 24 avatars are there, out of which 10 are very prominent. Matsya, Kurma, Varahascha, Narasimhascha, Vamanaha, Ramo, Ramascha, Krishnascha, Buddha, Kalkirevacha. These are the 10 prominent, but totally 24. In those 24, Vyasa is there, Kapil Muni is there, and like this, Narada is there, so many are there. And even Rishabhadeva, the founder of Jainism, is also there in the 24 avatars. Buddha is, of course, there. So, these 24 avatars of Vishnu are covered under Vaishnava Matam. Okay? Then the third is Shakteya. So, Shakteya means there are Shakti Pithas, Ashtadasa Shakti Pithas. And sometimes they say it's 118. 18 are only prominent, but totally 108. Shakti. That is, basically 3 Shaktis. Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Ichha Shakti is your desire, your sankalpa. That is Lakshmi, love, feelings, what you want to do. Then second is Jnana Shakti. All knowledge, all information, all Chetana is all Jnana Shakti, Saraswati. And Kriya Shakti, all action, all happenings is Kriya Shakti. So everything is based on 3 Shaktis. Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti. You should know what you want to do. You should know how to do it. That is Jnana Shakti, and you should do it actually. That is Kriya Shakti. So these 3 Shaktis are fundamental, but then they're having divisions and they're having avatars like Kali, Bhadra Kali, Dakshina Kali, so many Kalis are there. And then we have Bagawadgita. And then I just came from North India, near Jhansi, there is one Datia, where is Pitambara, who is Bagawadgita. So these Dasha Mahavidyas are there. Kamala is Lakshmi. And Dakshina Kali is there. And then Bagawadgita is there. Then we have so many other manifestations. Actually, they appeared like that for different purposes at different times at different places. And those places are the temples. Just like when Shiva actually appeared, those places are called the Jyotirlingas. So the Shakti also appeared in various, Kamakya is also one of the Shakti Pithas. So in Dakshin, we have the Vimala Devi in Sri Lanka, we have Dhakeswari in Dhaka. So all these Shakti Pithas are there, main 18, but then there are 108 total. So that is Shakteya Marga. Parabrahman Om is viewed as female, not male. In fact, you will be surprised to know that, like in American Constitution or in England Constitution, they will say, in God we swear. Like that, they wanted to write in Indian Constitution also. But then Bengalis and Biharis and Oriya people objected, saying we want to say goddess, not God. So this issue came up, so they dropped the idea completely. So India became secular. The most religious country in the world, the birth spot of all religions, became a secular country because they don't know what to do. So many religions and so much of variation. So that's why Shankaracharya did what he did of reformation, unification with one Parabrahman, but 6 different matas. So I covered 3 till now. The 4th is Ganapati in Tamil Nadu. Ganapati himself is, and Maharashtra particularly, not Tamil Nadu. Maharashtra, Ganapati himself is Parabrahma. Atharva, Ganapati Atharva Sirsha is there, where Ganapati himself is shown as Parabrahma, Omkar. And in Tamil Nadu, it is Murugan, Kartikeya, who is the Skandha, the brother of Ganapati, who is worshipped as the ultimate. And therefore, that also because he is from South, he did all this in Tamil Nadu, in Kanchi. He belongs to Kerala. That he called himself Dravida Shishu. I am the baby of Dravida. Dravida means the entire South India. So the word Tamila comes from Dravida, Tamila, all same. So then finally Surya in Orissa and others, we have the Surya Upasana and we have the Navagraha Upasana. Navagraha is led by Surya. We have the Konark temple of Surya and so on. So he made 6 matas because he knows people are already doing worship Upasana on these 6 major matas for the last thousands of years. So he gave validity to all this. So even today, all the temples are under respective Shankaracharya's control. So in different matas, different types of practices exist. So that variation is accepted. And of course, Kali is a tamasic manifestation of Adi Parashakti. And Saraswati is the sattvic manifestation of Adi Parashakti. And Lakshmi is the rajasic manifestation of Adi Parashakti. So accordingly, the Upasana Paddhatis can vary. That is how we can accommodate all these different Upasana Paddhatis in Shanmatas. Okay? Your question appeared to be very small, but the answer is very big and it is very deep.
Yes.
So can
Okay.
I ask one more question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sir, like you said, Vishnu had 24 avatars, and Rishabdev and Buddha is one among them.
Yes.
On the other hand, we see this Shramnikal tradition being opposed to Vedic tradition. Like Buddha himself was against Vedas. Mahavir Swami was against Vedas. Why we see this opposition?
Yeah, good question. See, what has happened is that if you examine the respective avatars, Rishabhadev, for example, Rishabhadev was a great tapasvi. He never spoke also. He kept a stone in his mouth. And he was always in tapasya. So, and he is recognized as one of the avatars of Vishnu in Bhagavad Puran itself. Bhagavad Puran is the prime Puran of Vaishnavism, Bhakti, correct? So there it has been explained. I have seen it myself. The Rishabhadev is explained in Bhagavad Puran. So he is an extreme tapasvi, Sramana. So, and all the Jains affiliate themselves to Rishabhadev as a founder. Even Mahavir is not the founder, he is coming from them. So what, in the case of Buddha also, same thing, of course, there is a dispute whether there are two Buddhas or only one Buddha. So if it is one Buddha, then it is the same Buddha. If it is two Buddhas, then there is another Buddha who was the real avatar and this man is not the real. So that confusion is there. Keeping that aside, controversy, confusion. So Buddha also, like he was always in meditation, always in silence. He was always in samadhi. You see his picture, he will be like this all the time. If you look at Shiva, he's also like this all the time. So they are all into deep yoga, samadhi. Okay. Now the point is that the historical sequence of events, many things have happened. Long history is there. So many things have happened. So in that process, see, that way you could have asked a third question. The Shankaracharya himself, he has demolished Buddhism and Jainism. He has defeated them in their arguments. And finally, one of the reasons why Buddhism was wiped out is Shankaracharya's defeating them. That's not the only reason. Later on, the Muslims destroyed physically Buddhist monasteries and Buddhist centers. So, you could have asked this question also. So the point is that Shankaracharya himself said, he used the word Bhagavan for Buddha. Bhagavan ityaha. Bhagavan said this. And then he gave his opinion of how that statement, that particular statement, not all other statements. Like when Buddha's father, Suddhodana, asked him, what are you doing? He said, I am teaching dharma. So Suddhodana is a Kshatriya of Shakya Vamsha, and I think they are from Surya Vamsha, if I'm not mistaken. So they are as much Hindus as any of the present day Rajputs are, or the Kshatriyas are. So then he said, I am only teaching dharma. So it is only dharma he told, and dharma is there very much in the Vedas. Ahimsa is very much in the Vedas. And he taught yoga, he practiced yoga. So Buddha didn't do many things which were condemned by Shankaracharya much later. Shankaracharya came around 5th century BC and Buddha is around 19th century BC. That 1500 years of difference was there. I'm sorry, 1400 years of difference was there. So during this period of time, lot of wrong doings took place in Buddhism and Jainism also. So like Buddhist monasteries, females and males were kept, and there was a lot of illegal or what you call illicit relationships between male and female sannyasis, bhikshus, and all kinds of scandals, scams took place. And apart from that, the philosophy of Buddhism, which evolved later, Buddha didn't tell all those things. Buddha told only fundamental things, which are okay. And as time passed, many things have happened, like, everybody should become a bhikshu. If everybody becomes a bhikshu, who is going to give the bhiksha? You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes, yes,
somebody
yes.
should be there
Yes.
to be married and to have money and grihasthashram, and also there are a lot of invalid and improper things have happened. And again, many new theories came. Sunyavada came. Buddha never told that, but these fellows came out with it. Finally, nothing exists. So Shankaracharya defeated Buddhists by using Mayavada. So Mayavada was deployed by Shankaracharya to defeat Shunyavada. These are all very deep logical arguments. And finally, Shankaracharya won the arguments, and therefore he was declared as the Jagat Guru. You know where? In Kashmir. Where in Kashmir? In Pak occupied Kashmir. That is where the original Sharda Pita was there. So, so all this has happened is a historical event. Now today Kashmir is full of Muslims and terrorists and so on. So you can't believe why he was declared Jagat Guru in Kashmir, because Kashmir was the number one top center of knowledge, more than Kashi at that time. Kashi is always there, but Kashmir, people like Abhinav Gupta and many other scholars. So today it is so different. So time makes a lot of wonders change. And Jain issue also is similar to Buddhist issue, though Jainism is before Buddhism. To a little bit change is there, but it is very similar. And there is no dispute on. In fact, I attended one Veda Sabha last May in outskirts of Hyderabad, in Yapral, where all top Vedic scholars came from Shringeri Mutt, and the father of Shankaracharya also came. And in front of all the Vedic scholars, I gave a lecture saying that dharma yoga exists in all religions. Because what did Buddha do? Buddha did what is called Dharma Chakra Pravartana. He established dharma. He told, I am teaching only dharma. And of course, yoga he practiced. So Dharma Yoga is the common framework I developed, and I was given a degree called Doctor of Divinity for doing that work, research work. What is common between different religions? So we proved that with scriptural quotations and explanations from the respective scriptures, we have identified around 10 authors for this book, from Buddhism, from Jainism, from Islam, from Christianity, from like this, one from each. And they themselves showed what is that common factor of dharma, which is really there in all the religions. And Buddhism and Jainism are based on ahimsa, paramo dharma. That is very much there in the Vedas and Upanishads and Bhagawadgita and Mahabharata, everywhere. So we proved that this is common factor, and everybody accepted it. I was conferred a doctorate of divinity for doing this, and it is highly appreciated. I gave many lectures. It's a research topic. When I give a lecture on research topics, I will tell this. Shortly, I'll be giving a topic on lecture on research topics. So this commonality, dharma is always there. That's why yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyudhanam adharmasya tada atmanam srijamyaham. Whenever dharma goes down and adharma grows up, I manifest and uphold dharma. He said this in the Gita, right? In the 4th chapter. So that's why all these people are considered as avatars. Okay. So they all upheld dharma. They all upheld yoga. And they practiced yoga, they upheld dharma. But in different contexts, different things happen. Like in the case of veg and non-veg issue. So many other things also happen in the regional variations and temporal variations. Spatial and temporal variation. Desha kala mana paristhiti. Based on that, the avatars have come out with different versions of the same dharma. Okay?
Okay, Shashikara garu. You have to be crisp and fast, please. Okay, he is not there. Okay,
In
you
his
asked. Yeah.
Sir, uh, yesterday in the 18th chapter, you said it Adhisthana and Daivam. That
Yeah.
I couldn't follow it.
No,
Number one
Adhisthana
question.
means your manager.
Sir,
See, any project, any activity, there will be a person responsible for it, right? The manager or the head. That is Adhisthana. Daivam is luck and unknown. Only God knows like this. So that is principle of God. You know, we have in all religions, God is there. Of course, atheists don't accept God, but all others accept God. The beauty here is even Muslims, Christians, and Jews and Zoroastrians, they all accept God. Only Buddhists and Jains don't accept God. So those who accept God will accept God is there always as a very important factor. Because you may do everything perfectly, but then the result will be something else. Or you may not do anything well. Now I'll give you an example. One of my relatives, he went into some kind of a coma kind of situation. So his wife called me up, and I was away in Madhya Pradesh. So I thought, okay, if he's alive till I come, then I will see him. If he's dead, I cannot see him. So after I came, he was alive, so I saw him. I went there. I took one doctor also with me. Then that fellow was opening his eyes and seeing me, but he was not able to speak. He was not able to even recognize. I don't know whether he recognized or not. So I was very upset, and I thought he will die today, tomorrow, like this we were thinking. And suddenly, his wife put a message saying that we have shifted him to a particular rehabilitation center in Banjara Hills. And he is recovering. He is recognizing people. And he is talking also. So I went there, and I was very shocked to see that he was almost normal. And I was really shocked. Everybody was shocked, and he was talking very politely and all that. Then we realized that there's some miracle kind of thing has happened. So God, what happens, nobody can tell. That is chance, luck. So Adhishthanam, Karta, Karma, and Karana. Instruments, action, actor, and supervisor. All the four are human related, and finally the fifth is luck, God. So these three are there in every project. That's why even in the ISRO, when they launched the Chandrayaan also, they first went to Tirupati and took the blessings. So they're afraid, luck and God and all this go together. Okay.
Okay.
sir, connecting to it that you said the 5 managements, types of management. Sir, will you elaborate the 5 types of management which are this?
No. I never said 5 types of management. This whole theory is management principle.
Okay,
This
sir.
this is being taught in management schools. This 18th chapter, the description of the 5 entities in the project or in the action or in the daily life or any activity, they are management principles. 5 principles of management. Yeah.
Sir, today you said that Vishnu is the 24 avatar, but we
Yeah.
always teach the 10 avatars that, no? So this.
Yeah,
This is
they are prominent, but remaining are
Sir.
also like Kapila Muni is also an avatar. Vyasa himself is an avatar, but are not as prominent as Krishna or Rama. They are there in 24 listas. If you go to some temples, they put all the 24 around the in the temple. I've seen even in small temples, they put all the 24. Narada is also an avatar, and Rishabhadeva is an avatar. So like this, many avatars are there.
Like in the Buddha, 10 avatars, Buddha is an avatar.
Yeah,
sir,
Buddha is
but,
also there. Yeah, Buddha is
but
also there. In
sir,
the 10,
Madhva,
the Matsya, Kurma, Varahasya, Narasimhasya, Vamanaha, Ramo, Ramasya, Krishnasya. There are 2 Ramas, or sometimes they say 3 Ramas. You know that, right? Parashurama, Ayodhya Rama, and Balarama. And Krishna. Krishna is taken as both Rama and Krishna. Hare Krishna, like that. And then Buddha, Kalki. Kalki is yet to come.
Sir, that is Buddha is a Kalki, sir. Buddha avatar is a
No.
Kalki, sir.
Buddha. Right now we are in Buddha avatar.
Buddha, sir. But in Madhva,
After
they
that
don't
comes,
accept.
after that Kalki is going to come at the end of Kali Yuga, not now.
Sir. Then in Madhva Mata, they don't consider the Bodhavatara is an avatar for this.
I know they don't consider, that's okay.
Sir.
Like in the
Sir.
ISKCON people, you know, when they say that, when they say Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, that Rama is not the Ayodhya Rama, but is Balrama.
Oh, yes, sir. Understood, sir.
So it's okay. But they will again keep Rama's picture separately in the temple.
Right.
ISKCON people, they keep Ayodhya Rama also.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now
sir.
we have short of time, Mallikarjun Rao garu, we have short of time, so have your question very crisp. Okay, please. Mallikarjun Rao garu, go ahead with the question.
Sir, namaste, sir. Sir, we came to know the meanings of Gnana Shatka in a short time and in a precise manner, in a pinpointed meanings we have came to know it, sir. Sir, in Bhagavad Gita, there are 18 chapters which has their own meaning in the name of the Adhyaya itself. Gnana Vijnana Yoga, like that, Gunatraya Yoga, Shraddha.
Yeah.
But in Sankhya Yoga, we could not understand the meaning of Sankhya Yoga. Is it based
No, the word Sankhya is used there in the context of Jnana.
Gnana?
So in third chapter also, Sankhya Yogena Yoginam, the word Sankhya refers to Jnana.
Okay. And
Because before that,
no number is related to that chapter.
No. The word Sankhya means Jnana in the case of second chapter and third chapter.
Okay. Sir, one more question, sir. In the 15th chapter, it is told that Manaseshta and Indriyani. And Indriyas are 5 along with Manas
Yes,
is 6.
yes.
But
yes.
today in Kshetra Yoga, Indriyani Dase Kancha, 10 Indriyas.
Yeah, because don't you know that you have 5 Karmendriyas and 5 Jnanendriyas? Normally, Indriyas, only Jnanendriyas are referred, but then Karmendriyas are also there. Hands, legs, and sexual organ, all these are Karmendriyas.
Sir,
So,
both
yeah, both are
Karmendriyas
to be
and
considered. Yeah,
Jnanendriyas.
both are considered as exhaustively.
Sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Murali Nandala, you can ask your question here. Yeah, please unmute.
Yeah, I'm unmuted. Namaskaram andi, Prabhu garu. So I had a quick question. Yesterday in discourse, you had mentioned that the grading of the society is there in Bhagavad Gita itself, saying that, okay, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra and all. Is my understanding right over here? Because our understanding all this while was these gradings were done by our society for multiple reasons of work distribution or any other reason. But yesterday, that was the enlightenment for me that it is there in Bhagavad Gita itself, this grading.
Let me give you one more enlightenment to you. This grading is in the Veda itself, not only in Bhagavad Gita. In the Purusha Sukta itself, it is there. Brahmanasya mukhamasit bahu rajanyakritaha urutatasya dvaishya padbhyam shudro ajayata chandrama manaso jata chaksho. Like this, it goes on. Okay? Basically, the cosmic Purusha, the societal Purusha in the context of social level, is divided into 4 parts. That's all it is. And that is functional. It's not by birth at that time. Later, it became by birth. Even today, it is largely by birth, though not necessarily strictly by birth. And even those times when it was by birth, cross migration was permitted in special deserving cases. By birth, it became in between due to what we can easily understand as the social norms, because a king's son will become king, somebody else cannot become king. Even in Western societies, all these 4 castes exist.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Harish garu.
Namaskaram, sir. Sir, will you please explain about Rajasika and Tamasika gunas, sir?
Tamasika means it is like a dull. The word tamas means darkness. He is always dull and sleepy and lazy and heavy and accidents. Pramada, alasya, nidra.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir. Rajasika Guna, sir.
Action. We are all Rajasic. In the next half an hour, what will happen to you? You will be most Rajasic person. Only till 9:30, you'll be maximum 9 o'clock, you'll be Sattvic. And in the night at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you'll become Tamasic. Totally.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Lakshmikant garu.
Good morning, sir. I wanted to know if you had an opportunity to read this book, Clash of Civilizations by Samuel Huntington.
Yeah, I know too well. I know too well that book. I lived
Sir,
in
how does that
Huntington Beach.
align with our Sanatan Dharma?
No, he's
thinking?
not a Sanatan Dharma scholar. He's just a Western intellectual, and he wrote the ground reality, which is a fact. The society, the world was comprised of 5 civilizations. The Hindu civilization is one, and the Chinese, that is communist now, but otherwise Buddhist. Chinese and Korean, Japan, whole thing is Buddhist, and then the Islamic, and then Christian. So though he is a Christian, he is liberal, and he wrote the civilizations identified correctly, large civilizations which are extant, not extinct. Egyptian is extinct. Mesopotamian is extinct. He has not referred to them. He has referred to extant civilizations. And therefore, in fact, what he says is absolute true. Whatever you see happening today is nothing but the clash of civilizations. So what is missing, that's why I took up this project Dharma Yoga, to find what is common across these civilizations. So we found by our research that Dharma and Yoga both are common. So Dharma Yoga is a common framework for all civilizations. We have concluded it's a new research finding, but he belonged to a much earlier period. So he correctly identified the civilizations and their clashes as the only clashes that exist. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu garu, for the nice question and answer session. We'll go for the Pratana with your permission.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Sharma garu, can you do the Swasti Pratana, please?
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
Swasti, Dhanyawadalu, Ram Sharma garu, thank you. Now I request Venkat Narayan garu to sing national anthem, please, and kindly raise for the national anthem.
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभाशिष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 हे। जय हिंद।